Hey everybody, welcome back to Boomerangs by Vic. So you're here because your phone is overheating. Just like mine did, just like probably you've had phones in the past that have overheated. This is the first time I have ever experienced one of my phones overheating, and I haven't really had that many phones. I have an iPhone. It really doesn't matter what type of phone you have. They all have this issue at some point. They may overheat to the point where they malfunction and stop working. They've burned people while they've been in their pockets. There's several different reasons why your phone actually gets hot, and I think I've come up with a way to keep the temperatures down, and at least it's fixed my issue for the last week. So let me tell you what I've done. So if you do have a phone that overheats, there are several things that make it overheat, like charging and using it at the same time, watching movies, having too many apps open. Whenever you're overloading the processor, it is going to heat your phone up. And there's a difference between warm and hot. Warm, yeah, most phones are going to be warm to the touch once they've been on for, 40 minutes or so. But hot literally is when the back or the front, when you put your hand on it, you can barely hold your hand on it for like 2 or 3 seconds, and it's like, whoa, this definitely an issue. That's exactly what happened to my phone several months ago. And what happened is my phone would get hot, and eventually I would lose my sound. And I'd have to shut the phone down for 10 to 15 minutes, turn it back on, and my sound would come back. That's the only issue I've really had with the heat issue. So it got worse, and it was getting worse and getting worse, and I was like, eventually my phone's going to die, and I'm going to have to start all over with a new one. So the first thing I did is I got to looking at the case. Most of these cases are full cases, meaning it wraps completely around the edge, a little bit around the front lip, and completely around the back. Mine isn't, and I'll tell you why. What I decided was most phones, when you drop them, it's hardly ever drops and lands on something that has an edge or something, pointing out, which would break a screen or possibly damage the back. Normally when you drop your phone, it's going to land on its edge, or it's going to land flat like this, or flat on the screen, but it's going to be on a flat surface 9 times out of 10. I know when I've dropped mine, it's always been where the ground was somewhat flat. So the only reason I'm telling you that is what I did to cool my phone down was I cut my case. I have a rubber case, and I cut where you can see this entire area out of the back. You want to leave a little bit of a lip still, okay? Just like on the front. All these cases on the front of your phone, you notice that lip comes out around to the front edge, so it sits higher than the phone. So if you drop it on a flat surface, the screen is not going to touch anything. It's just going to hit this outer edge. So you want to create that same idea on the back, okay? And I cut this entire back off, and my temperature is reduced by, quite a bit. I actually have a temperature gauge gun, and I should have used it to see what it was doing, so I could tell you the temperatures, but I'm literally, that's about as long as I could hold my hand on my phone when it would overheat, was about that long. So this literally stopped the problem. One other thing that can make your phone overheat is your screen protector. A lot of them, they're supposed to, the heat, they tell you the heat goes into the screen protector, and it radiates off fairly quickly, but it will hold heat in your phone as well. I'm not sure how much the temperature is, but if you already have an issue, I actually removed my screen protector along with removing the back. I'm not going to say I had to remove the screen protector. I only did it just to reduce the heat because I know this phone is on its way out. I've had it a long time, but I want to keep it going as long as I can. So basically that's it. If you have a phone that's overheating, take a really good look at the case that you have it in and see if that case is like super thick. And look for a case that is well ventilated. Like I said, I do not think you need as much protection all along the back. It's just this ridge that you need. And I hope I explained that all to you well. And you can see where my cut was not perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. Make it yourself, cut it yourself, don't hurt yourself, but try to look for a case that has vent holes in it or brags about keeping your phone cool. That's about it. I hope that helps everybody. Thanks, everybody. If you liked it, give me a like, subscribe, hit the little bell for notifications. Thanks.